Hi everyone, greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Gobert is out there with Randall, and it's DiVincenzo in at the point. And for the Hawks, the front court is Rizier and Johnson. Trae Young is out there with Daniels, and it's Porziņģis in at the 5 down low. Oh, Stan, this should be a fun one. A clash at the center position.
Yeah, and Kevin, the way the game has changed, you know, we don't see these kind of big men matchups much anymore. And so it's great to see one where two great big guys going at it, and you know they're going to go after each other.
And Stan, you know what you're talking about. You've had the opportunity to coach some great big men.
Oh, I have. I mean, I had Shaquille O'Neal, Dwight Howard, Andre Drummond. I seem to always have good centers.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ballgame. Here's Rizier. And rejection by McDaniels. Here's Randall. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
You know, they like Randall to be an offensive presence in the paint. They want him to be an option on every possession.
Young passes to Porziņģis, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of thing.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the first. And finished off by Edwards.
Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
On its way from Young for 2. That one no good.
Thin margin of error right there. You have to work for a better shot.
And that does it for the first quarter. The Timberwolves on top, up 4. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Atlanta. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 4-point game on the court for Minnesota. Naz Reid out there with Randall. And it's Joe Ingles. Then it's Conley. And it's Shannon in at the 2. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Randall, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them, but not last year as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
That free throw good from Randall. Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
Both free throws good from Randall. And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21. That was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
Now, here's Kennard. 4 on the shot clock. And good. Got the Ingles that time as it falls. Kennard's got his first points in this one. Now Conley. To the paint. And Randall throws it down.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with head coach Quinn Snyder.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. And trying as they might, and now with the second half of
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Nice game. Great performance by Julius Randle.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. The front court is Shea and Johnson. Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's Porziņģis in its center. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. Johnson against Edwards. The muscle from Edwards.
And right there, Edwards with a great dribble move to create space.
Pass to Shea. Back to Young. Passes it to Daniels. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
And so Gobert will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Outside Edwards. He got it up. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Well, that is what coaches want from their point guards. Set others up, play the game the right way.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. On the court for Minnesota. Conley out there with Dillingham. And it's Rudy Gobert. Then it's Jaden McDaniel. And it's Reid in at the 4 spot. They get it again. And here's Daniels. And stolen by Dillingham. .26 seconds left in the fourth. Lets it go from 11. It's deflected.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
And it's out of bounds for the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Krejci. Reid with the rebound.
And well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
And so the Timberwolves take the win, and in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, G, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems